Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about sharing spiritual lessons learned to supersize and grow your business. Should you do it? Do you do it? Have you ever done it? Have you ever considered it? And I'm going to contend, yes, you should do it. You should share on all types of lessons learned as you're building and growing and supersizing your business with your customers, with your clients, with your stakeholders, with your shareholders, with your management teams, with your leadership teams, with your team members, with other people for several reasons. Number one, it builds relationships. It helps us get to know one another better and understand where we're coming from. All of our businesses have a spirit and a soul. Whether you believe it or not, they actually do. It's the essence of what the business is when all of the parties and all of the resources come together to create something actually kind of magical in the world. And when your business is designed to positively enhance the world and make the world a better place, that magic is amplified. And one of the ways we amplify this, and we talked about it in the Better You Annual Challenge, of course, today, and I shared 10 lessons learned, spiritual lessons learned that I've personally experienced that impact me on a daily basis as an individual. Therefore, they impact me on a daily basis as a business person, business owner, business person, employee, human being, right? And so I think it's important that we get to know and build relationships with one another. And one of the fastest, easy ways to do that is to understand what's truly important to us, what is the essence of us, and everybody else that we're involved in as we're building and growing and supersizing our business. It also helps us to relate to and our customers to relate to us better, right? If I know you're a human being and I'm treating you the way I want to be treated, which is one of my spiritual lessons learned, I think we all should have learned the golden rule in kindergarten, but a lot of people have forgotten it. Be kind. Treat other people the way you want to be treated, because what goes around comes around. If you're mean and ornery and grumpy, that's what you're going to get back from other people in the world. So why not choose to be kind, choose the high road, do what's right, do what you know is right. We always know what's right inside our being, our big being. I like to say that there's a big me and a little me. Little me is the human being that's running around the planet making all these mistakes. Big me is the higher expression, spirit and soul, like we talked about yesterday, the infinite essence of me. And I will share first, and I guess I've already shared a couple of things, but first and foremost, to me, one of my spiritual lessons learned is that death is not the end. Not many people, like a small part of the population, has had an actual death experience, and I'm one of those people, and I know with 100% certainty that when we die, there's a whole lot more out there. Not just, hey, blackness and darkness or burning in hell or whatever your spiritual education and beliefs have taught you to believe. Be more open to what is possible for you besides that. And most people don't have that perspective, and so to me, it's really powerful to have that perspective. Be loving, love being, be you came out of that personal experience for me. That, and stop being judgmental, because who am I to judge? Who are we to judge? And I remember waking up from the coma and thinking and hearing people talking, and anytime something kind of judgmental or negative came up, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And it caused me to adopt the a philosophy of I choose not to participate. So when something was going on or a conversation or something, I would literally physically say, I choose not to participate in this. Usually it was with my sisters or co-workers, and it's like, nope, not going to get into this because, number one, it's none of my business. Number two, it's none of my business to weigh in on it. Number three, it's a waste of my time and energy, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to add to the drama and the trauma of the world. All of us, this was a biggie for me because I don't know what age I realized this, and it was such an aha, is that we're all living and creating our own reality. We all have our own version of what's real and what's real to us. So I think that's a lot of relationship and communication conflicts that come up in our lives. It is a result of we forget that everybody else is walking around living in their own reality too, and creating their own reality. We all create our own lives. It's another spiritual lesson I learned, whether we believe it or not. And that leads to the next thing. Universal laws exist, and they act upon us in this universe, whether we believe them or not. So, from a business standpoint, it behooves us to at least be aware of them and the impact they can have as we're building and growing and supersizing our business. because they have a huge impact on everything. If we want to create a world-changing, making the world better organization, we want to be working in alignment with those universal laws, not against them. My easiest example to visualize for this is gravity. We want to say gravity doesn't affect our business, yet it does. If we throw a piece of equipment off the building, it is indeed going to break and smash on the ground, even if we choose not to believe it or are unaware of the law of gravity. It is true with universal laws as well. So I say, if you've never heard of this topic, if you've never thought about it, it might sound woo-woo, but it's not woo-woo because it's impacting us whether we believe it or not. And we might as well find out what those laws are, like everything is energy. What we put into the world is what we get out. The law of attraction, karma, things like that. We need to know those things so that we aren't actually doing things and creating systems that go against those or that conflict. It's like having beliefs and values and core values that conflict with one another. The one that we're feeling the strongest in the moment is going to be the one that takes precedence, right? So if I'm concerned about safety and security, but I want to look at an opportunity, I'm probably going to say no to the opportunity because if I'm feeling threatened or unsafe in any way, shape, or form at the time, because depending on how we prioritize those core values and beliefs of us will determine which one shows up at any given moment. Golden rule, I'm not sure if I talked about this or not because I've been rambling. Do unto others like you would have them do unto you. If you wouldn't want to be treated that way, don't treat any other person, human being, customer, or whatever, no matter how wrong you think they are. Remember, we don't know what their situation is and why they're acting the way they are. Even if it's crazy, it's their crazy, it's not ours. We don't have to own it, but we can still treat them with empathy and kindness as we deal with them in our businesses. We're all one, we're all connected. That is a universal belief and law too. Whether you believe it or not, what you do to one person actually will come back around and happen to you. If you put evil into the world, you get evil out. If you put good into the world, you get good back out for you and your business. So that's just a few of them. I'm not going to go through all of them. I did also say we create it all. We create everything in our life, in our experiences, our emotions, our families, everything. Again, probably a universal law. I don't know. Probably law of creation or something. So create what it is that you want, right? Make sure that you are building a business and creating the business you want. Don't just create a business that you think would be good and would make money. Create a business that feels right to you, your head, your heart, and your intuition. Make sure that they're all in play as you're creating anything in your life and in your businesses. Love to know your take on this. I would love it if you would share one spiritual lesson learned that you've had in your life that applies to your business. You might not be applying it to your business, but you could, or it could be applied to your business. Share in the comments below so we can learn from one another. Any questions about this, hit me up and ask. I've literally spent 15 years thinking about and learning lessons, spiritual lessons and lessons in all other areas and aspects of my life, because I think that's where my personal power lies, is in learning from the stuff I've messed up or I haven't gotten right in the first place. All right, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.